Friends, Malika here from Malika Semper Astrology. And today you guys get me fresh after a full day of readings and a full work day. I want to talk about something I don't usually talk about on my channel here, and that is asteroids. I have a very deep love affair with the main asteroids that we can plug into an astrology chart, a natal chart, because it tells so much more and it's a furthering of the story, a deepening of the story of yourself. One of those main asteroids I want to speak to today is a little asteroid known as Juno, and she represents relationships. Now, as astrologers, sure, we can look at Venus to tell us about your relationships. We can look at the moon that will tell us your relationship needs and the way you show up in relationship. But when you add Juno to a chart, it tells you so much more. There's also a beautiful myth behind all of these asteroids, especially the four main asteroids. I'm actually teaching a class on this coming up here at the end of the month. Doors are now open for my Asteroid Goddess 5-day workshop, 4-day workshop. 5-day workshop, I believe. And Juno is one of the main asteroids that we cover. We spend a whole day on her. I also go through the myth, the story of how she came to be and what she represents in a birth chart. So I want to speak to Juno. Right now, currently, she is in Libra in the sky. So those of us that were born with Juno in Libra, we are coming up on our Juno return. And so it is very much a relationship focused time for you. Juno in the chart shows us what we are married to, what we are committed to, what we have like undying faith towards and loyalty towards. You know, those of us that have Juno in and around our midheaven, the work part of our career, a lot of those people are married to their work and married to their career. Those of us that have Juno more in the personable parts of our chart, those of us are the ones that tend to be more other oriented and sometimes people pleasers as well. So wherever your Juno lands, what sign she lands in, what house she lands in, is going to give you such a personal inside view of how you are meant, your potential around doing relationship, the way you're meant to do relationship this lifetime. Juno will show you how you show up with a partner, with relationship. The house that she lands in the chart is going to show you the area of life that you have this undying commitment to. She also shows us where she represents like long-term relationships. She represents marriage. In her story, in her myth, she was married to the god Jupiter, and he was very unfaithful to her. He cheated on her left and right and right and left very blatantly. All the other gods knew it, the mortals knew it, and yet Juno remained faithful and Juno remained by his side. She wasn't happy about it. She was quite pissed off about it at times. However, she remained, she stayed. You know, we all have our thoughts around that. And so, also in the chart is where you stay and where you have commitment, no matter what, no matter the story, no matter what happens to you. It is such an insightful thing to know about yourself, the deeper understanding of yourself, right? So, again, sure, we can look to Venus in the chart, sure, we can look to the moon in the chart for how we show up emotionally in relationship, but to look at Juno, that is like the underlying missing piece or thread that so many people have like these aha moments about within relationship once they learn about their Juno. It also matters like how strong is your Juno in your chart? Is Juno next to your sun? Is she next to your moon? Is she next to your rising sign? Those are your big three. That would make a very strong relationship person. That would mean that relationships are such a focus this lifetime. They are in the forefront this lifetime, right? Are there a lot of red lines coming from your Juno? That means that relationships could be hard. There could be relationship challenges, a lot of relationship lessons coming into you this lifetime. Are there a lot of blue lines coming from your Juno? That means relationships are a source of ease and gratification. You know, I mean, there's so much, and I cover all of this in my Asteroid Goddess course coming up. And that's just one of the asteroids. I think I'll come back next week and speak to some of the other asteroids that I cover here, but Juno is my favorite, probably. Ceres is a close runner-up. I'll talk to Ceres next week, but Juno, Google your Juno. um, astrodienst.com is a wonderful website where you can get free information and a free birth chart from. And so if you just plug in, you put in your birth date, you can add Juno into that information and it will tell you. Or a much easier way too is just Google, what sign is my Juno in? Provide your birth date, and ta-da, you'll have the answer, right? The magic of living in the internet age. Um, and then study that Juno. Right now, currently, Juno is in Libra. So all of us that have Juno in Libra, she's very awake for us. Relationships are very much in our face, driving the car, in the forefront, loud and center right now. It's just good information to know about yourself. So if you want to know more, you can jump into my course. The doors are open now. We'll put the link down here somewhere below. And then we start, I believe, January 27th. And we have a whole day on Juno. I tell the beautiful myth, the story, the details around Juno and her relationship with Jupiter, um, and all the things that went wrong there. It's a big story. Okay, you guys, thank you for watching. Have fun with your Juno. Get to know her sign, house aspects. All right, I'll be back next week.